Hello, good day, everyone. Good evening, and you're welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about vaccines. How do they work? How do vaccines work? This is an important question for us. We know that vaccines are biological preparations, and these preparations are made to sensitize or train the immune system. The idea behind the vaccination is that the vaccine is supposed to train and sensitize the immune system in such a way that the immune system becomes aware of the presence of certain pathogens, becomes aware of the capacities and capabilities of certain pathogens to cause disease. And this awareness makes the immune system to be ready for any time that there is a reoccurrence of the infection. The immune system is able to fight against this infection quite effectively. So this is what vaccination does. Now we know that vaccines are biological preparations, and we know that they are there to sensitize the immune system. So the next question will be, how do these vaccines actually work? Now, when a pathogen, a pathogen can be a virus, a bacteria, a parasite, when it finds its way into the immune system, into the human body, sorry, not the immune system. When it finds its way into the human body, now the cells and organs of the immune system are the ones that try to fish out this pathogen. And you have cells that we refer to as dendritic cells and mast cells. And then you have your macrophages, you have your monocytes. These are among the first cells that come in contact with any pathogen. Now, be it whether it's a virus or a pathogen, whatever type of a virus or a bacteria, whatever type of pathogen it is, these cells first come in contact with these pathogens. And when they come in contact with the pathogen, what they do is to latch onto the pathogen and then, present the pathogen to other types of immune system cells. And these other types of immune system cells include our T cells and our B cells. Now, they sensitize the T cells and the B cells of the presence of these pathogens. And when the T cells and the B cells realize that these pathogens are present, they begin to fight against these pathogens. Now, the T cells and the B cells are of many types. You have T helper cells, you have cytotoxic T cells, you have B memory cells, you have B effector cells. Now, of all these cells, what happens is that on the first exposure to a pathogen, that is when a pathogen comes into the body for the first time and the immune system is meeting with this pathogen for the very first time. The immune system, fights against this pathogen, and then apart from fighting and destroying this pathogen, genetic information as concerns this pathogen is stored in the memory cells of the immune system. So that you have T memory cells, you have B memory cells. These memory cells, they store the genetic information of this pathogen. And the idea being that on second exposure, if a second time comes when the body, comes in contact with these pathogens, the body is faster, has a faster response to the presence of these pathogens. And this is quite important. This is what vaccination does, and this is how vaccination keeps us safe. Now, like I've said in many other videos, the vaccines, there are many different types of these vaccines. You have what you call the live attenuated vaccine, which is essentially a live organism which has been weakened and helps to provide protection. When you give it to the individual, then that individual is vaccinated and is free. His immune system is sensitized against these pathogens. You have your inactivated vaccines, which are actually pathogens that have been killed. You also have many other different kinds of vaccines. You have your conjugate vaccines, you have your mRNA vaccines, you have your viral vector vaccines, all these different types of vaccines we've discussed, and it's important. Now, it's good to know that vaccination not only provides protection for the individual, it also provides protection for the community. That's what we refer to as herd immunity, HERD, like a herd of cattle. So you have a situation where if enough people, a critical mass of people have been vaccinated within a population, these people now provide a generalized protection for the whole population because they break the chain of infection. So it is difficult or impossible for the infection to go from person to person because enough people within the population have been vaccinated and are no more susceptible to this disease. These are how vaccines work. There are many different kinds of vaccines. You have your COVID vaccine, you have your MMR, that's mumps, measles, and rubella. You have your BCG for your tuberculosis, you have your oral polio vaccine. There are many different types of vaccines, all giving off different kinds of protection for the human body. Thank you for listening about how vaccines works, and I hope this helps you to understand. Have a wonderful day.